Okay, this is going to be our competition makeup for 2026. It stayed the same for a while, so we're starting. We need a foundation. You can do a foundation that you like. Blush, we like a brighter blush. This is the Milk. You don't have to use the same blush. I also use the Lumi liquid blush, which I like too. I might even combine the two. This is Rally. I like the bright pink. We don't say an exact blush because blush looks different on every girl, every skin tone, but they need to have a bright blush. You need your nylon eyeshadow and your Rose Lens palette for eyeshadow. This is one of the steps that needs to be exactly the same. Everybody's should be done the same so that they look uniform. I also have something, I have a pencil and Gimme Brow for her eyebrows. And eyelashes eyelashes and eyelash glue. This one's the Duo. I have the green one. I think I like the green one better than the blue one. And some brushes. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with foundation. I'm gonna put it on. I usually just put it straight on my face, but for you. And then I'm just blending it. So if you want to do a primer, you can do a primer. She's not wearing this today. She's going to bed after this. So we're not wasting any primer. I like to put it on with this and then blend it with my brush. Maylee had her makeup professionally done for a pageant, and one of the things that she said was that so many people don't put makeup on their ears. And so they don't match. They say they always blend the neck, but they don't put it on their ears. So I guess get their ears. Okay, and then we're gonna blend it out a little more. Then we're going in for our blush. We're just gonna go with the Milk Rally. And we're gonna use a dark, we want a lot of blush. Makeup, when they get on stage, if they don't have dark makeup, then their face is washed out and it looks like they don't have any facial features. So if you feel like your blush is blended and you can't see it very well, it probably won't show up on stage. So we want just from cheekbone down, just blended. See? Good. Okay. Now we're going for her, we'll do her eyebrows next. June's got really great eyebrows. You've got great brows. So she really doesn't need a lot. So for mine, I usually do a line across the bottom, a line across the top, and fill in. She doesn't need a lot because she's got dark, good brows. But if you don't, that's a good rule of thumb. Kind of shape it out across where you want your shape to be and fill in the bald spots. You guys probably don't have bald spots. You didn't overpluck when you were young. And then you just use the brush, but I really like, I'm not gonna use a lot of this. I really like this Benefit Gimme Brow. It looks really good. It's really easy. So just, you don't have to do both. You can just, whatever looks best on your child's eyebrows, especially if they have light eyebrows, fill them in, shape them so that they have eyebrows on stage. Plus, good brows, girl. All right, next, I think this is like a need. I like the Urban Decay primer for eyeshadow. It really makes their eyeshadow stay. So just gonna close your eyes. I'm gonna put a little bit on each eye. And then blend it out. And I use my fingers a lot. So one less tool you have to have. Okay, this is where this is where things get interesting. We are gonna do our eyeshadow. So we're gonna start with our nylon. I love this color. I use it all the time. And I'm taking my brush and I'm coming in the corner, okay? And I'm kind of going along the bottom, filling in just the inside of her eye. I even fill in a little bit down, just to brighten her eye. But I'm kind of dragging it, you can see across the bottom. I think this one's so much brighter than me. Oh no, it's good. All right. Okay, so just a little bit of white. You might have to touch up your white after you finish this next step. So for the next one, we have our Rose Lens palette. Now let's make sure I get these colors the right one. Top left corner. I think that's DM. DM me. So I'm getting this color, she's closing her eyes. I'm putting it over almost her entire lid. So pulling it into where the white was, all the way out. And I want her color, her eyeshadow should be dark. I'm gonna probably have to clean up over here. Some people use a little tape. You don't have to, but you just clean it up at the end. It's kind of over like 75% of her lid. So that's covering, let's see. Good. I usually like a smaller brush for this one, but I didn't bring one. So we're gonna go back with this one, but if you have like a condensed, like I can't remember what they're called, but they're like the smaller ones. We're coming in with our very darkest, so it's Strong Connection. So I'm gonna be careful when I put this one on because it's gonna go on dark, but I want it to be dark. So I'm going along the bottom just a little bit. I'm shaping with it, and we call it an upside down Nike check. So it's like coming in her crease, down, and then across the bottom. And then I blend. It's kind of shaping her eye. So coming out from that lid and over. Ooh, so pretty. Item of business is going to be her eyelashes. I like them to curl their eyelashes. My girls like to curl. Do you want me to curl yours? My girls like to curl their own. You want to curl them? So while she's doing that, these are not the right eyelashes, but I'm not going to waste the right eyelashes on a practice video. So I like the double up Ardell, but they don't carry them as much as they used to, but they need a thick, dark, long eyelash. So we're being less picky about the exact same eyelashes, but they need to be similar to the double up Ardell. So they're thick, they're long. When we have them that way, then they don't have to be, we don't need as much eyeliner, or we don't need eyeliner if they have the dark, big eyelashes. It makes a big difference on stage, once again, to give them features. So we're gonna come in with ours. Oh, I don't even know. Maybe this is everyone's least favorite thing to do. I would not say I'm a pro at it, but I have some tricks. So I don't use tweezers. I don't use the like things that go on. I take the glue. Mine's the clear. I would make a mess if I had the black one. So kudos to those who think, or who can do it, because I would make a mess. But I get it on and I let it dry a little bit. So once it gets, if I put it on right now, it'd fall straight off. So I want it to get a little bit tacky. But I'm impatient right now. I just want to put it on. Okay, she's gonna not close her eyes. She's gonna look down and tell her to like, look at my belly button. That also helps so that the shape of her eye, I know that's hard. I know it's also really hard with little kids, but then there's no tears. So I kind of get it in the center, and then I kind of wiggle the sides in to where they need to go. And if the sides are giving you grief, You can let them dry a little bit and then stick them and hold them. Try not to blink too much. Then repeat. Let's see, how does that look? Pretty good. I should have got it a little lower. Mascara will fix that. Now that eyelashes are on, I feel like the corners are always the worst part. If you're brave, maybe not on the little kids. Close your eyes. Sometimes I'll come back in over the top and just put a tiny bit, but just be careful not to put too much or it stings if it gets in their eyes. So, another thing is with the eyelashes, if they are too long for their eye, then you need to cut the ends. So I like to cut the outside so that it still tapers if it's ones that do taper. But if they are too long for their eye, then they will just keep peeling off on the side. So make sure you kind of put it up to their eye, cut off the excess. That will help. Okay, last thing is lips. So I think it helps to line the lips. You don't have to, but especially just for the top. This is just a NYX lip liner. This color, Hot Red. Nice, huh? Okay, and then this is our lipstick that everybody has to have. Same lipstick, and it's called Ruby True, and it's MAC. And I know some people have the lip, like the stick, but this is the stain, and I like it better, but you have to be cautious so that it doesn't stay on your cheeks or wherever you get it. Honestly, I'd probably go back with a little bit more blush. Looks like this is dark enough on her. Ah, okay, final look down. Well, just with your eyes so they can see your eyeshadow. And